Hello there. So this is different. So I'm just gonna show you guys like fountain pen stuff. And I don't know anything about fountain pens really. I used to love using fountain pens when I was a teenager. I had gotten one from a friend and I really loved it. And then I remember it ran out of ink and then I never refilled it. And then, you know, I don't know, 20 something years passes by and excuse me. And now here I am with these beautiful things. When I first started planning, I would see people with these beautiful fountain pens and I would be like, wow, those are awesome. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a fountain pen. I don't have great handwriting and I just kind of feel like, oh, why am I wasting money on something like this? My husband actually loves antiques and he has collected a few vintage ones and they're so pretty. They have like the inkwells. Some of them are Art Deco style. I should get them and put them in the video, but I'll maybe next time I do a video, I'll show them. I just thought about that right now, but it really kind of made me like them a lot. And I got, let me see if I have it right over here. When I was first thinking about fountain pens, a friend of mine told me they have disposable ones. So I went onto Amazon and just got these Pilot Varsity ones. And I want to say it was like $7 to $14 to get these fountain pens. And you can get them in black. You can get a pack of different colors. I got one in purple and it's fun to write with. And it was cheap. So using that, I was like, oh, I like that. That's fun. And then everywhere you go, for me at least, every video I watch, Instagram, I kept seeing people with two different fountain pens. One was the Twisbi Eco and one was a Pilot Vanishing Point. I fell in love with the way the Pilot Vanishing Point looked, especially the matte black, but they are really expensive, really expensive. And I was just like, no, I can't, like, no, can't do that. One day I was looking on Amazon and this popped up. And it looks exactly like the Pilot Vanishing Point. And look at this. Check it out. I think it's like the same pen. It's by a different brand. It's a dupe. It's a knockoff. This is not the real Pilot Vanishing Point. This is from a company I think called Mahjong. And it says like back here, it says, here, goes this way, Moon Man on the back. And it's 40 bucks. And then I found out that these cartridges from Pilot, Namiki, these fit inside of it. And this was super easy. You just like unscrew it, pop your thing on there. It just pops on. And then let's see if I can put it back together. And of course, now I'm not going to be able to put it back together. Oh, I think I turned it. There it goes. There's a little thing right here and it has to go into this little, has to be able to fit into that little slide. That's why I was having trouble getting it to screw back on. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Okay, so that's that. And then you just click it down and write with it. And it's really easy. This is, here, let me see, I have a piece of paper. This is extra fine, which is not generally like my thing. But I would see people writing with it and let's just write. And I think it's really pretty. So this is an extra fine nib. And like I said, it was $40 on Amazon. I'll link it below and I'll link these the ink refills too. I like it. It's really fun to use. I like that the nib clicks in. Yeah, I think it's really fun. So I've enjoyed that. But I had gotten a credit on Amazon and this was on sale. Excuse me. Sorry. Of course, as soon as I start doing a video, my throat closes up. I am not even going to lie to you guys. I've been so nervous about this Twisbi Eco. I have had it sitting for about 6 months. I haven't opened it. I haven't used it. I haven't filled it with ink. I bought ink. I don't know what to do about ink, but I was just like, oh, I love purple. I'm so sorry about me clearing my throat. That's horrible. This is the ink. Is it Diamine? I've seen people do like unboxings of these inks, or like they have like calendars where I think it's like advent calendars, and they get a bunch of different inks. I've seen people open them and see how they just look really pretty. And this also was not expensive. And also it says it's shimmery. And of course, hello, I like that. So I got this on Amazon too. So look at how pretty it is. Isn't that beautiful? So I was told you have to shake it up. So I have watched, let me do that off camera. That might make somebody feel like dizzy watching me shake that bottle up. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube about how to fill this fountain pen, and I'm so nervous about it. So today I opened the package. So it had like tape right here and tape right here. You can see I put it right there. It had the sticker from Twisbi still on it. This is what it looks like. And the reason why I want to watch so many YouTube videos about it was because, pardon me, the instructions were confusing to me in the box. And I'm normally really good with reading instructions and following them. But I just felt like, what if I mess it up? Like, what if I try to do this and I just totally mess it up? So basically it's like, unscrew it till the plunger's all the way to the bottom. Stick the whole nib, and it shows it like up to the little thing. I don't know what that's called. Learning with Vanessa. I hope you guys are enjoying this. So it shows little bubbles because I think they like pushed it down. Like I only saw one guy on YouTube do this where he put it in there and he plunged it down in there to push the air out, and then he sucked it back up. So then you turn it the opposite way, right? So it's like counterclockwise and I think clockwise. And then it fills up the ink. And then it's like, everybody said you just clean it off with paper towels. However, I saw one girl who said it's really recommended to flush a brand new fountain pen because a lot of times the manufacturers do tests on them and there could be like little residue. Let me get this out. And so she said to flush it with water first. And I watched her do it. And it looked easy, and I thought, well, I would like this to last a long time. This wasn't the most, I can't remember how much I paid for this. I will try to put that down. These are not the most expensive fountain pens, obviously, but they're, I think, like maybe like a mid-range kind of. But I wanted to have two, that way I could have a black ink and then a color. So I figured this one I would use for different colors because I can fill it myself. And then the my little Vanishing point and dupe, I could just use black ink in. Yeah, so it has this little thing on it with no alcohol, which I guess can affect the functioning of it. So I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to put the little box to the side, out of the way. And then I'm just going to, you unscrew the cap, which I think is really cool. And this is just black and silver. I think it's super, like for me, I love the look of these. I love the look of how it's clear. They come out with all different colors, and some of them are more expensive than others. And you can see, here, I'll show you what it looks like this way. But I've seen a lot of people fill and like do these in just their regular videos. And I thought I should try that. That would be really cool. This is, let me see if you can see that. Will it focus? And there it goes. This is a stub nib. So you can see it's a fatty. Because the other one is extra fine. So I thought it'd be cool to have two different ones. Okay, so I push the plunger all the way down and I'm gonna stick it in the water. And then you just go clockwise to fill it. And then you just squeeze it all out. And then she said to do it 2 or 3 times. I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's just water. This is the easy part, huh? Okay, all rinsed. And then she just, I'm gonna, I'll see if I can link the video below of the girl that I watched do this, because it was really, I say girl, the woman that I watched do this, she wasn't like 10 years old. I will try to link it so you can watch her do it, because she gave really good explanations of like what she was doing and how she was doing it. Okay, so that is all dried off now, I think. And then, okay, so one guy was like, I've seen so many people do it on their tabletop, and he was like, you know what? You really need to put some paper or something underneath of you when you do this, because he said he had done it many times where he had got splatters of ink and then it stains. So yeah, I actually thought about putting gloves on because I have gloves just so it wouldn't get all over my hands. But I'm just gonna pull my sleeves up and we're gonna go for it. So, okay, so I have my paper towel. I'm so nervous, you guys. Make sure this is all, because they said you don't want if there's shimmery pigments at the bottom to settle. You don't want that to be like uneven. So they said to mix it up. I'm so nervous. So this is legitimately the first time I've ever done this in my life. I've never done this before. I didn't practice. I just wanted to be honest with how this looked. So one guy did it where he put it in all the way when it was like unplunged, and then he like squeezed all the air out in the bottle and then pulled it back in. This other girl that I watched, that it seemed like she did it very successfully. She just did what I did, where she cleaned it, she pushed it all out, and then she refilled it. So I'm just gonna do what she did. Okay, I'm trying to make sure it's all the way down. Okay, so they said you submerge it up till about here in the, sorry, is that not book there? Up to about there, and then fill it. So we're gonna try this. Okay, so it's submerged, and now I'm going to fill it up. With ink. Oh, it worked. That's cool. Okay, one person said you can like plunge it back down, and then when you pull it back up, it shouldn't have the air bubble. So I'm gonna try that. I think it still has the air bubble, but it doesn't look like it has as much of an air bubble. Okay, so now I'm going to do what the lady said. She was like, put the lid back on your ink as soon as possible, because you're gonna knock it over and make a mess. And I felt like she was talking directly to me, because that's exactly what I would do. So then you clean it all off, because there's gonna be ink where you hold it. And she said to like kind of do little lines like so, and then to really like this little edge. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, see that little edge right there? She said there'll be a lot of ink in there. So to just really try to, because you'll get it all over your hands. Oh yeah, I do see some coming off. She said you'll get it all over your hands when you try to write. And then she said just to kind of lightly do that part, because it'll pull the ink from the little air bubble thing. But she said that's okay, because you want to try to get it cleaned off. And then to kind of dab underneath of this part right here, where there's like, I don't know what that's called. She called it something I don't remember. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I'm just trying. I'm trying new things. Okay. And so now let's see if it writes. I hope it writes. Okay. So let's put the same thing, because I am not original. That's so pretty. Let's see if we can see the ink. Okay, I can see a little tiny bit of shimmer in there. It's not super shimmery. It's not like what I thought when I thought shimmery. Let me see. It looks more shimmery in the bottle. I see a lot of people with that though, like when they, oh, there, now you can see it. Can you see the little shimmers in it? Okay. Let me do my signature. We'll just do it right here. These are just like scrap pieces of paper. I like it. I like how it writes. Oh, I'm excited. Oops, what's that? Is that me? Is that my fault? I will say that one of the things I have a hard time with fountain pens is that you have to kind of like always hold it at the right angle so that it's hitting the paper correctly. Otherwise, you'll get skips like that. So Yeah, I know that about myself. Let's look at it next to this one. So pretty. Yeah, it's just like a really pretty purple, I think. And I think that'll be fun. Oh, this was a U, but this is a O and this is a U. It kind of blended together. Like I said, I've never written with this before. I've never written with a stub nib. I've never filled a fountain pen like this. I've never had it like this is first time. So anyways, and I hate my handwriting, but I just thought I would share this with you guys. So here are the 2 fountain pens that are going to be the ones I'm going to try to use in the next like few weeks. And you can see the nibs there next to each other. And so this is the Twisbi Eco. Let me put the lid on because the lid then screws on so that it doesn't dry out. Oh, look how pretty the ink looks in there, you guys. Ooh, you see the shimmer? I'm just going to love looking at this. That is so pretty. Wow, I'm so excited. I'm so glad I finally pulled it out. And then this is the matte black. When I link it below, it'll link it to this one, but then you'll see there's other options. There's like a blue. You can get this without the clip, so where it's just smooth, and different colors. I think there's blue. I think there's like a burgundy of these, but I just thought for a dupe, because this is not a vanishing point. I just want to clarify. This is a dupe. This is a pen that looks just like one, but it's not that much money comparatively. So like if you want a nice fountain pen, but you don't want to pay a couple $100 like me, you can get one of these. And I think it's really cool. And it still has, I don't know why I love that click so much. I think that's so cool. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Thanks for watching me on this really scary journey. I'll try to link the ink too, in case anybody's interested in that. And then I'll try to link the cartridges as well in the description box below. I'll have the links for all of these for anybody that has questions about that. And please tell me if you are like a fountain pen like person and you know more about this than I do, which is anyone, because I know nothing. I've watched 5 YouTube videos, so that's what I know about them. Please give me tips below. I would love to hear your tips. If you have any tips about filling, if I did something wrong, let me know any tips that you have about fountain pens. I would really appreciate it because I do want to take care of these and try to keep these for a long time because I don't plan on getting any more. If anything, I will probably collect some inks. That way I can change this out. And one of the guys was saying like, you can just fill less. Like I tried to fill this all the way up as far as possible. But he was saying like, if you want to change inks more often, just don't fill it all the way up. And then you'll be able to use that ink up and then change. So I thought that was kind of cool. What I really like about this too, is that you can see when you're getting low so that you know like, hey, pretty soon I'm gonna have to change my ink. You can think about what you want to do. I saw somebody else talking about that too. And I thought that was really a cool idea because that's kind of the fun of this, right? Is that you can change this ink a couple times a year probably. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.